Good evening, Star Wars Galaxy. Yeti here with a glass of Buffalo Trace, and we've got the Yeti over on his downstairs castle, essentially, in the bedroom, and we're going to go through a little video on how I prepare for a Grand Arena battle. So here, you can see we've got another guy who's got Sith Smiter. Not surprising when you come and look at his Night Sisters. Look at that. That is a pretty scary team. So we're gonna go through it. We're gonna just start like what I usually do is I just get like a scrap of paper or something and a pen, and I just kind of like jot down kind of what he's got here. So like if I'm looking at it, I go, okay, obviously Night Sisters and Bounty Hunters, and then he's also got right here. He's got a Bastila Shan team, so we're gonna say that Bastila. And let's see, what else do we got? I mean, he's dropped relics on really the toughest ones to drop relics on. So he's got 2 relics Bounty Hunters, 2 relics Jedi for either Bachelor or Jedi Revan when he gets them, and then 3 relic Night Sisters. It's a pretty nasty combo. But then we start looking down his roster, and you know, he's got some stuff, but it's not really full of usable teams. So what do we see after this? I mean, just you got like maybe a Separatist team. You got Dooku, Grievous, I think, but not much else. His Empire team, you know, let's just go look at these factions really quickly. It's like Bounty Hunters, I expect him to have kind of everything. He seems to really love his Bounty Hunters. So he's got a good team, no Dengar, no Django, and no Cad Bane. Oh, sorry, he's right there. No Django, no Dengar in his arena team, so that's good. Zami's a 9, so that's is all right, but he's got Embo, which is kind of awkward. Go here, getting some click lag just like last time. Doesn't really have an Empire team, but I did see Nihilus with a Zeta, so I'm assuming that he's got a Sith team, and that's where that Dooku's going to end up. Yeah, if you look here, he's got a Sith team of these 5 here, and then so that's interesting. So it's not really an Empire team; it's a Sith team. But I'm assuming it's a Palplead Sith team because once again, the Palp's kind of got the great lead. Not quite sure what the Zeta is on Sidious. Yeah, let's get back. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Alright, let's get back into S. Levitron. Alright. Let's keep going down these side here. So we got an Empire team. I don't think he had Ewoks to anything. No. First Order. He had a crew. Doesn't really have a First Order team, but that's something that maybe he could show up on I don't even think so. He's got a G10 crew, and that's about it. See his Galactic Republic. It looks like he's got like a baby clones. I'd call that something I would call a team there. Maybe clones. All right. Genosians. What do we got for Geos? Nope, not worried about that. Jedi, I know he's got at least kind of an interesting one. Maybe Jedi Anakin goes with his clones. You got the Bastila team with Hermit and Kenobi. That's going to be pretty annoying. We already know his Night Sisters are rock and roll. Old Republic, nothing to show for. He doesn't have a Phoenix. That means no Thrawn. It's Rebels. mean, I wouldn't really even call any of this a Rebel team. I mean, he could throw out a Rebels team if he really wants, but, I mean, once again, that's not really something. We'll call that Baby Rebels. Remember, he's got to field 10 teams here. Is this one of those ones where he just sets, like, 2 of his nasty teams on defense and says, like, you know, go at it? I don't know. Alright, resistance, rogue 1, we already covered, he's got some. His Seps. He's got Grievous. I don't see anything to go around Grievous, though. The kind of crazy thing is, I don't really see where he's going to have, you know, enough teams to do anything. Makes you wonder how he won last round. Maybe the guy didn't attack or something. Alright, so that's stage 1. So we kind of gone through. He doesn't really cognizant groups. I mean, he's got. Looks like he's working on the droid nuke team. Maybe I don't even know. He's got maybe 7 teams at best. So I don't know how he plans to take down 5 of mine. Like, I'm not quite sure 100% if he sets his Night Sisters on defense. I have to use my full Jedi Revan team to get that. If he takes those on offense, that's like the thing though, is could he leave 2 of his premium teams on defense? Could he afford to? I don't think so. I don't think he can. I think he's kind of hooped. I think he's got to think that, like, and hope. If he sets his Night Sisters, like, I mean, I just don't see how he's getting through any kind of reasonable defense. 94,000, that's not the best. What's their speed? 109, that's not really the best. Alright, so this is a second part. Let's go and check out what's going on with his speed here. Should see, like, the Yoda's up top. No, okay. Bosk is his fastest. Something tells me it's not going to be a very tenacious boss then. 180 with a 109 speed set. Tenacity is only plus 12%. Interesting. What do we got going on over here? 64, what's his damage? 8,000. I mean, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Is that with a crit damage triangle, actually? Because that could be pretty nasty. I think it probably is. Oh, he's got offense. Alright. No crit damage. Okay, he's down on 150. Okay. Let's see here. How fast are you, Mr. Hermit? This is obviously an older account. You're seeing Sidious and Dooku and, you know, multiple Zetas on Hermit here. The Hermit's not very fast. He is not very fast. 61. Wow, okay. I didn't mean to click on you, Dooku, but while we're doing it, might as well do it. 33. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. I don't know if I can get this to work. Usually I go to my Discord server, and I use the matchup bot to try to tell me overall speeds. Let me see if I can change the input to Discord for this for the window capture of this part. Do BlueStacks, dirty bot stuff. Okay. Nope, that is not showing a darn thing. So we're gonna have to go back here, and I'll just have to speak through it. All right, let's go back to BlueStacks. There we go. All right. So we're gonna do GA, me, and then his ally code down here. And we just click back into his inventory there. Try to get a look-see. Alright, so let's see what we got going on here. He's got 23 Zetas to my 21, 3 G11s to my 20, but 11 G12s to my 8, and 7 G13s to my 4. That's quite a lot of gear difference, but I've got him completely dominated on mods. He's got 3 plus 20s to my 9, 8 plus 15s to my 29, and 33 plus 10s to my 79. I've got 33 6-dot monsters to 22. His Bosk is actually faster, which is kind of interesting, considering mine's pretty quick. But then again, his G13, so he's got all that extra speed. No Revan, no CLS, no Nest. His Grievous is only G11, so it's not really going to be doing much damage. I mean, all in all, I gotta feel pretty good about this matchup. But I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do the defenses. I did not click the oversensitive mouse button. But while we're here, might as well check him out. Let's see what Anakin's got going on here. He's got crit damage, good crit chance, some damage, yeah. But, you know, pretty soft 70k. Yeah. I mean, overall, his modding's kind of in the right area in terms of what kind of secondary stuff you want, except for the speed. Like he's got it right with the speed. So that's a little bit weird. But yeah, this is basically how I do it. Like I said, I do part where I go and I look up his matchup and I try to see his defensive holds and such and work from there. Like when I go to the bot that you can't see on screen because for some reason Discord doesn't want to be a party to any of this. Basically, his stats for offense, he's got 17 undermanned wins, 30 offensive wins, and 9 defensive wins over his recorded career. Whereas, like, I've got 51 zone cleared, he only has 20. So I'm thinking, man, he's not full clear and stuff, that's for sure. He's only won 2 rounds as well, which is also kind of amazing. So I'm thinking he probably goes pretty heavy on defense with 9 holes. So I'm going to have to expect 2 very good teams. I'll have to come, have a really good think about it. But generally, like I said, the best thing to do, the way that I do it is I try to break down what teams he's got, and then I really try to focus on, what kind of counters I have and what I can place. I mean, obviously at this level of GP, there's not a lot you can do with your roster. But for me, I've got like a couple of teams that can kind of go either way. Like if they're going to go really heavy on defense, I can maybe bring my Night Sisters on attack and put my Ewoks in defense, because sometimes Ewoks are the kind of team that can trip somebody up. Part of me is thinking that it might be a better option to keep those Night Sisters on defense. I'm something I want to play around with. Anyway, if you have any questions on anything I was talking about, or if you've got a way you like to do it and you want to share, leave a comment down below. Otherwise, give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Give us a thumbs down if you didn't like it. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And I'm going to have my next GAC round coming up tomorrow night. And it's going to be against this guy. So you can see what I did on defense and what I kept for offense and stuff like that. Probably not going to be anything astronomical if you've been following my channel. But maybe there's some changes, maybe there's not. Anyway, have a good one.